Hey guys, it's David with My Freedom Smokes. Today we're going to talk about the Mace RDA from Ample Vape. Pretty cool looking little RDA. Got a neat look. I can definitely see where that name comes from. It kind of looks like the head of a mace weapon, with the way it's got the knurling at the top and the bottom and a little thinner in the center there. It's a 24mm RDA. At the wider parts it's 25.5 it says. But definitely looks pretty sharp on most devices I put it on. The build deck on it's pretty cool. Instead of a clamp design, it has really large flathead grub screws in there, and those actually act as your clamps. You just have one on either side. You have a positive post and a negative post. It does come with a bottom feed pin, which was pre-installed, so I replaced it because obviously I'm not squonking on this device. So it's got the nice connection pin. Once I put that on there, I was ready to vape with it. Build posts, using those big screws instead of clamps, real easy to throw my leads on there and tighten on the big screw. Not have to worry about pushing up a clamp or anything. Everything raised up perfectly when you unthread it, obviously, as the screw is made to work. Got some nice little claptons in there. There's plenty of room to fit those as well. And everything fit in nicely and snug as soon as I tighten those screws down. So I'm a fan of the way the build deck's designed on this guy. As for the top cap does have dual airflow, so one on either side, and they also give you a single hole if you want to do single coil airflow. And just get that airflow in just that one coil. They do give you that option. And then the drip tip itself looks like a nice plastic chuff cap, but it's actually an 810 drip tip that fits on like a cap. You can pop that out of there and put a regular 810 drip tip in there. So it's just a nice little flat area with an 810 drip tip spot on it. So it's kind of cool. They give you the illusion of a chuff cap, but they still give you the option to use a regular 810 tip if you prefer 810 tip over this wide chuff cap. But I like the chuff cap. It's comfortable. It's easy to drip liquid through. It's kind of got a cone shape down into it to fit down, taper into the 810 size. And then the inside of the top cap's nice and rounded to help bring that flavor up to the top. And everything just adjusts by turning these top knurls. You grab a hold of them and it turns the airflow. So it's real easy to adjust the airflow, but I like running my airflow wide open on it. Alright, so the coil, the build I have in here comes out to a 0.18. I'm running 75 watts on it. I'll just give you an idea of the airflow and vapor production on it. There's definitely a lot of room to build on this thing, so you can make some massive cloud chasing type coils. But the flavor on this thing is really good as well because it is relatively short. I've seen some taller RDAs out there, and just from the distance from the top where your coils are to that drip tip is a pretty short distance. So it does throw some good flavor, and just the airflow like that really makes for nice flavor. Let's go ahead and cut the airflow down about halfway and let you see the difference in the vapor production on there. And that actually seemed to be a little less vapor if I'm not mistaken. Usually when you tighten it down you get a little thicker vapor. That seemed to be the way everything was directed. It made it for a tighter, smaller cloud almost. It's definitely more flavorful. I know that's something you guys can't perceive through video. And there's a warmer vapor as well because it didn't have as much airflow cooling those coils off. But overall it's a nice looking RDA. It's easy to build on. You can throw some beefy coils in there, and those giant grub screws on the build deck are going to hold it in place. Just kind of show you the extra things that come in the box. They're all kind of hidden back here nicely. Let's get all the extra stuff out of there. They do give you a little blue screwdriver. Everybody's probably got about 50 of these at their house. I know I do. Extra O-rings. They do give you 2 of those extra screws for the build deck. And then the squonk pin's in here now, but the squonk pin was pre-installed when I got mine. They just had a regular 510 connection pin in the bag, but I threw it on there. But that's pretty much it. That's all that comes in a box. Like I said, easy to build on, good looking RDA, good flavor, good vapor production. If you're in the market for a new RDA, you might want to check out the Mace. Just like I said, cool look. The name's very fitting because it looks like the head of a mace. So yeah, if you want to check these out, they're available on our website. If you have any questions about the Mace, please leave them in the comments below. As always, I'm David with My Freedom Smokes, and thank you for vaping.